Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning, khushamdi, ji ayanu, goeiemorgen, pakhair ragele.
Ni hao, chunashumme, washvale, ohio, genzaimis, guten morgen, hola, bonjour, privyet, kaifahal, halashama chatore, ahlan wasalan, marhaba, buna, mucho, gracias, and a very amazing good morning to everybody who's tuned into PTV World and Watch World this morning. Alongside the very amazing, the very energetic Shahzad Khan and the very pretty Shizza Hashmi. Hello Shizza, how are you today?
I'm absolutely great, thank you so much. And you know, it's so funny you didn't call me energetic because I did not get the coffee that I usually have in the morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, you will have to bear with this. But anyway, how are you doing?
Well,
How's
I'm
your
absolutely
morning?
perfect, but there's this one thing which I wanted to discuss with you,
Okay.
and that is that, slowly and gradually, because we have been doing this show for the longest period of time now,
Yeah.
and that too together. So what you've done is that you've actually taken over a few of
Your
my
wo-
hellos and highs, So, because once you're in that flow that, okay, that's where you're going to stop, I'm going to start as well. So, I was like, okay, pakhair, actually, she's taken that as well. I mean, what's next?
So, okay, in my defense, so when you were on a holiday for a month,
Yeah.
I sort of, you started using all these words,
Very
and now
nice.
it's sticking to my tongue. Ah, so
So,
sorry,
so let's
in the
give it a
morning.
try once again as well. Go ahead. As
Okay.
many as you can
As
say.
many as I can?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, good morning, khushamdi, ji ayanu, goeiemorgen, pakhair ragele, washmale, junashume, ohio gunzaimis, guten morgen, bonjour, hola, gracias.
Yeah. Oh, that's fabulous, yeah. That's fabulous. I mean, you've got a great ability to pick up as
Thank
well.
you so much.
And since you just said that, in my defense, that's what you would like to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we've actually picked up on a sport, and I think that this sport has actually got a lot of potential in it. I mean, globally or internationally.
Yes.
A lot of people are billionaires or millionaires just because of this sport as well. But let's keep the, financial aspect of it aside as well. I want to talk about its history
Yeah.
first of all. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have picked up on boxing.
Right.
And boxing, for me, I think is a very ruthless sport.
Yeah.
And I would not recommend my kids to be a boxer unless they really want to break their nose or jaws or whatnot. But other than that, there are a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, who've actually got great passion for it. And whenever we talk about boxing, so it goes back to 1680s,
Oh, wow.
somewhere in London, in England, ladies and gentlemen, first ever bare knuckle fight was actually documented. And then, moving on, it was in the 17th century where, for one of the champion was actually recognized. His name was James Figg as well.
Wow.
And yeah, from there onwards, it used to be bare knuckle, imagine. But thank God that, people actually thought that there should be something on
At
the
least
knuckles.
something, right,
Yeah, but that's what we're talking about. And then we're going to talk about how boxing is over here in Pakistan. And unfortunately, it is very unfortunate. Sorry, Shizza, I'm taking a bit longer.
No
And
problem.
unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, over here, the Federation of Boxing is actually not affiliated with the government as well. So it means that the government is actually not doing anything for the boxers or people who actually want to be boxers.
Yeah, is that so? That is what we're going to find out. You know, Shahzad, one very interesting thing
Yeah.
about boxing, actually. I happen to have a lot of anger management issues and whatnot.
Okay.
But boxing is sort of really inspiring because it happens in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
And you cannot actually practice your anger over there, right? I mean, of course, you can sort of incorporate that into your work that you're going to do.
Yeah.
But to control that and to be able to make that into a sport, it's so interesting to watch.
It is, and you're just saying that it is interesting because nobody have actually landed a punch on your face. God forbid if that's
I
going
know,
to
I
happen.
really hope that
you
does
might
not
not even
happen.
like boxing that.
That's
okay, but
true.
on my right hand side, ladies and gentlemen, first up, we have actually been joined by Mr. Kaleem Ahmed Azad, who's actually the chairman for Pakistan Professional Boxing Federation. Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you alongside Mr. Kaleem. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by somebody who's actually who's making Pakistan proud.
Yeah.
He's our pride as well. And he ranks on 148 out of 1,500 boxes
Globally.
in the world.
Yes.
And within his category too as well. He's none other than Mr. Nadir Baloch. Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं ठीक आप सुनाए ठीक हैं
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you over here. And your weight category is?
My weight category is 57 and featherweight.
Featherweight. Okay, so that's featherweight, and then we'll move on to the other categories as well because I'm very unaware of this sport.
Yeah, we're
ladies
going to
and
learn
gentlemen.
with you.
So yeah, I'm going to learn with all of you. I think that's how it's going to be. So alongside Mr. Nadir, ladies and gentlemen, we've actually been joined by Mr. Muhammad Sikandar Abbasi. He's a boxer in the making. Hello, how are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. I am fine. How are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much, Sikandar, for joining us. And last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, this guy looks very young. but I think that his dedication is very promising for the game itself or for all the boxers who are out there, because he loves to call himself the promoter, and I think that he's got the most difficult job over here as well. He's none other than Mr. Jasim Bhatti. Hello, Jasim. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. And since you're a boxing promoter,
Yes, sir.
why don't you have a physique like a boxer, yeah?
So because I'm a promoter, I organize the fights for
That's it.
for the boxers.
You never end up fighting with a boxer?
Not really. I'm actually the businessman.
Well, yeah,
that
I know.
organizes.
I truly get that, but there are times when you're underpaying a boxer and they want to fight you.
This is my first event that I'm putting
Okay, this is
together.
your first
Oh,
event.
right.
Best of luck for that as well.
So I feel like, I'm sorry that I'm
No.
cutting you off here, but I need to. So Jasim, I feel like I'm going to start the conversation with you. You know, since you are the promoter, and it's
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant that you've taken up this responsibility of promoting something that, well, let's say the official organizations are not paying heed to. So if you think that boxing was taken up by, let's say, the government or at official levels and higher levels, people like you wouldn't have a chance to come up. I mean, you're doing it because no one else is, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so that's it. That's your
Yeah,
answer.
that's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
okay,
that's right.
go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Okay, you know, this is what it is. Well, let me move on to Kaleem Saab over here. So Kaleem Saab, you know, first of all, I want to ask you about this federation which you were running, and it's a private federation, first of all.
Yes, of course, we are starting boxing in professional boxing. Professional boxing from 2017. Where Abdul Rashid Baloch Saab, our president, and our body is working all around the country.
Yeah.
We conducted almost 11 events, and now on 12th April,
Yeah.
we are conducting a marvelous event in which a national title defense and international title fight on 12th of April
So-
in Bahia town.
So first things first. So let us know about the national title, what it is, and let us know about the international title as well.
PPBF present Pakistan Professional Boxing Federation featherweight title championship.
Okay.
Nadir is the defending champion,
Yeah.
and Sikandar is the challenger.
Okay.
Okay, this is the local.
Yeah.
This one is the Tanzania
Yeah.
plastic Sydney Gate title, which was sanctioned by Pakistan Professional Boxing Federation.
Okay.
And we arrange this fight for the our boxers without any sport to motivate them for the next
Amazing.
international fights.
I think that's great as well, and events like these, ladies and gentlemen, need to take place over here in Pakistan,
More
and I think that people, you know, will definitely get attracted. And then there was this article which I was reading last night, and it said, is Pakistan going to be the next best place for tourism? I think that's where people are coming. And, you know, for example, if we have boxing matches, cricket matches, football matches, people will have more activities to go to.
Absolutely.
People will have more things to see as well.
Because, you know, we're already sort of looking at that. I mean, we're looking at ski, and we're looking at, you know, trekking as well. We're looking at jeep rallies. We're looking at polo
Yeah.
in Chitral. So many amazing sports are happening in Pakistan, which is attracting a huge influx
And then
of
there's
tourists.
tent trekking as well. I mean, wow. I think that Pakistan is actually a wonderful country to be at for
Absolutely.
everybody who's out there. But I want to move on to Sikandar.
Okay.
Sikandar. So Sikandar, you know, your opponent is sitting right next to you, and usually whenever we see, you know, face-offs on television, you know, they're usually very angry with
Yeah.
each other and pushing and abusing and whatnot. So I truly believe that, you know, every sports or every person who actually play a sport is a very decent guy within their own selves as well, and then there are these requirements for the television. But why would you challenge Nadir, where Nadir is actually ranked on 148 number out of 1500 boxers? Do you think that you've got that mettle to beat Nadir?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मैंने नादिल को चैलेंज करने का मकसद ये था कि मैं जो अपनी रैंकिंग में नाम जो है अपना ऊपर लेके जाऊं।
Okay.
और सबसे पहले तो ये मेरे वालिद साहब जो है मेरे बाबा, उनका ख्वाब है कि मैं एक वर्ल्ड चैम्पियन बनूं।
इंशाल्लाह।
मैं बॉक्सिंग में इस वजह से आया हूं कि मैं इसको एज अ टाइम पास के लिए ना खेलूं, ताकि मैं वर्ल्ड चैम्पियन बनूं। उनको मुझ पे यकीन है
Okay.
और मैंने उनके यकीन को पूरा करना है।
Wow.
तो इंशाल्लाह मैं नादिर भाई को चैलेंज किया। नादिर भाई सीनियर है और मैं रिस्पेक्ट करता हूँ, लेकिन मैं
लेकिन
इंशाल्लाह
रिंग में मैं भाई को मारूंगा।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल इस बार मैं फुल मूड में हूँ और इरादा करके आया हूँ कि इस बार इंशाल्लाह इनको टफ टाइम दूंगा। मैंने इनकी बहुत सारी फाइट्स देखी, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे भी फाइट्स देखी मैंने इनकी, पाकिस्तान लेवल पे जितनी इनकी प्रोफेशनल फाइट्स हुई मैंने वो देखी। ये अपने फाइटर को, अपना ओपोनेंट जो होता है उसको दूसरे या तीसरे राउंड से ऊपर नहीं जाने देते।
Okay.
लेकिन इंशाल्लाह इस बार मेरा इरादा किया, नियत किया कि इनको इंशाल्लाह टफ टाइम देना है और इनसे टाइटल लेके जाना है।
Aye.
How do
Okay,
you feel
that's
about
wonderful.
this?
And
Nadir, how do you feel about this?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। पहले तो मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ आप सबका, उन्होंने आप सबने मुझे मौका किया फराहम किया कि मैं मीडिया के सामने आ चुका हूँ और मैं इसका मैं इज़्ज़त करता हूँ और इसका मैं दाद देता हूँ इस बात का
इसमें
जिसने
इतना हौसला है कि ये
इतना
मार
हौसला
खाएगा
है
मेरे
कि चैलेंज किया है।
Yeah.
तो मैंने बड़ी खुशी से चैलेंज एक्सेप्ट की है क्योंकि मैं भी फाइट खेलना चाहता हूँ।
Yeah.
जितने टैलेंटेड लोग नज़र आते रहेंगे और मेरा एक्सपीरियंस और बढ़ता रहेगा।
Yes,
क्योंकि
exactly.
जो गेम करता रहेगा वो एक्सपीरियंस में रहता रहेगा।
Yeah.
इसके कहने के बाद के मुताबिक हर बॉक्सर को मैं 1 से 2 राउंड या 3 राउंड अभी देखते हैं कि इसकी मेहनत कहाँ तक जाती है और मेरी मेहनत कहाँ तक जाती है।
Well, that is absolutely great. You know, Sikandar over here said that he challenged Nadir because he wanted to, you know, prove himself as a boxer, right?
Yeah,
Prove
or
it to
probably
his
to
parents,
his
prove
father
it
as well.
to the world as well. And Nadir over here is absolutely, you know, so excited to fight Sikandar. So let's see where this goes. But coming to you, Kaleem Sab, you know, I was reading an article from last year which said that Muhammad Wasim, who happens to be one of the boxers, he thinks that the trainers need to be young. I mean, we need to bring in some young trainers from probably across the country as well, because the people who now train boxing in the country are were probably playing in the 70s and 80s, and there's so many new techniques that have been added, right? So how do you feel about that? Do you think that is the need of the hour?
Absolutely, you're telling right. We have the senior boxers and coaches, but right now, as we think all over the world, technique was totally different.
Yeah.
Everything will be changed.
Yeah.
So that's why we need more training on the new pattern to train our boxer. Right now, we have 61 boxers in international ranking.
Oh, okay.
7
Wow.
female boxers and 12 Afghan boxers.
7 female boxers.
Yes, of
Wow.
course, of course.
Wow. So
And
proud.
inshallah, next time we will be bring with
Oh
me.
yes, please. I can't wait.
So this is the motive, and definitely you are right. We need
Young
more
trainers.
young
Okay.
trainers who can learn the latest techniques
Absolutely.
for the training.
I think that's
Right.
great too as well. But let me move on to Jasim. So Jasim, you know, being a promoter, it is very difficult.
Yes, sir.
You know, you cannot sleep on time, you cannot wake up on time, you have to be at places as well. So as a promoter, how do you recognize the type of responsibility you have in promoting boxing within the country and then outside the country as well, if you're thinking about that, since this is the first event you've actually taken heads on?
Yes, sir. It's divided basically into different aspects.
Yeah.
First, we have to get the boxers to accept each other and to accept the challenge,
Yeah.
and they should be willing to fight each other.
Yeah.
Secondly, we need to have good venues and good lights and sounds to make the event much better.
Yeah.
Right now in Pakistan, events are being made just for the sake of the ranking,
Yeah.
but people are not putting attention to the quality of the event. So I'm trying to bring the international standard to boxing so that people, normal, regular people who never have seen boxing, will enjoy boxing.
Yeah.
So that's why that is my aim. So, and there are a lot of different responsibilities, different aspects. First, you have to get for example, you have to get the sanctioning done. You have to pay the boxers. You have to pay the venues.
Yeah.
You have to pay different things.
I mean, and you know, I won't mind even if you'll get me to host the, you know, boxing matches or whatever, because I think I've got the same vocal tone as well. But it's perfectly all right. Now I want to move on to Nadir over here. So Nadir, whenever we watch films, for example, I've seen Sylvester Stallone in one of the films where he was a boxer. It was one of a very amazing, one of a kind type of film as well. And they show that, you know, that to be a boxer, you know, 365 days in a year, 24/7, you have to train. You have to stay focused, you have to be motivated, you have to diet and whatnot, you have to go through all those pains to be a champion. Now, what kind of routine do you have yourself? I mean, every day when you wake up, what time do you have to get up? Let us know about that.
पहले तो मैं अपनी मेंटेनेंस को अपना तैयार बिल्कुल करता हूँ, अपने बॉडी को परफेक्ट रखता हूँ मैं। ट्रेनिंग में मेरे कोच मुझे बड़ा टफ टाइम देते हैं ट्रेनिंग में, और मेरे साथ जितने पार्टनर हैं मैं उनका शुक्रगुजार हूँ। उन्होंने मुझे अच्छा सा सपोर्ट किया था मुझे, क्योंकि बॉक्सिंग में सबसे ज़्यादा सपोर्ट स्पैरिंग पार्टनर का मिलता है।
सही है।
क्योंकि आप स्पैरिंग के साथ अपोनेंट खेलते रहोगे, अपोनेंट समझ के खेलोगे, आपकी एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ती रहेगी, आपकी आई प्रेशर, कॉन्फिडेंस में रहोगे, आप अपनी मूविंग, अपनी फुटवर्किंग, अटैकिंग, डिफेंसिंग, ये आपके अंदर और बहाल होता रहेगा। तो इसके साथ साथ मेरे कोचेज़ ने भी मेरे साथ मेहनत किया है, और मैं अपने ट्रेनिंग में वेकअप में होता हूँ अर्ली 6 o'clock में
6 o'clock you're up.
अपने ग्राउंड में होता हूँ इस वक्त।
Ground?
फिर इसके बाद मैं रेस्ट करता हूँ, रेस्ट करने के बाद फिर मैं अपना थोड़ा बहुत डाइट वगैरह ले लेता हूँ। डाइट के बाद मैं फिर अपनी जो टेक्निकली ट्रेनिंग होती है वो ट्रेनिंग करता हूँ, उसके बाद फिटनेस ट्रेनिंग आती है मेरी, फिर इवनिंग में या तो नाइट में मैं अलग ट्रेनिंग कर लेता हूँ अपनी, मतलब ऐसा है कि टफ ट्रेनिंग लेता
And
हूँ
then what do you eat? Because tomorrow it's going to be weigh-in for you guys as well, and even if it's a pound up or higher, you cannot be in the same category, right?
Right.
अभी अभी देखो मैंने अपना वेट अभी मेंटेन करके रखा हुआ है, क्योंकि बॉक्सिंग में सबसे ज़्यादा इशू होता है कि वेट मेंटेन करना,
हाँ जी,
ये बॉक्सर के ज़्यादा इशू होता है।
exactly.
अभी तो मैं फिलहाल 57 में हूँ, जब मैं पहले एमेचर में था तो 48 से मैंने स्टार्टिंग ली थी, मेरा बॉडी वेट था 56, तो उसमें जिस तरह आपने मुझे इंटरव्यू में बुलाया था तो मुझे एक्सप्रेस में कहीं और डॉन न्यूज़ में जब बुलाया गया तो उन्होंने मुझे टी ब्रेक वगैरह दिया, तो मैं उनको टी ब्रेक सिर्फ देख रहा था, उनकी टी ब्रेक वगैरह, बोले वाई यू नॉट ईट, मैंने बोला भैया आज मेरे दुश्मन लग रहे हैं मुझे।
Now that you've said it, don't worry, we won't offer it to you
Yeah.
just because you need to maintain
No,
your
no,
weight.
but very quickly. So now that what happens is that, whenever we see a boxing match, we see those, I'm sorry, I'll have to stand up so we can zoom out as well. So I'm just going to try that as well. They're on their feet just like that. I mean, can you please do that a little as well? I mean, what that stance really looks like.
Okay.
Yeah,
will
I
show
just
you
want to see
Yeah,
that.
you can.
Just drag it, drag it.
Yes.
So just throw a few punches probably so that,
All right.
you're...
Because I'm trying to my body language like
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you have to be quick as well.
Move.
Definitely,
Defense.
it is
Move. Yeah.
And then how focused your eye needs to be that a punch is
focus-
coming.
I
Can
focus
you
on
even
my
see
opponent. I focus on an opponent. What I doing now.
Okay,
what
okay.
I do now. Then what he do.
Okay.
Just trying to bap, just shake, bap,
Yeah.
bap. Then power. I power. Bam, bam.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I like it.
Please
I
take a
like
seat,
it very
Nadir.
much.
Now, we will definitely have a demonstration of your moves towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you, Sikandar and Nadir, both of you. You mentioned that you have to train a lot once you are going to become boxer. But when you have to go, get selected for the trials and everything, can you just go out of nowhere, or do you have to train for that as well? Like you have to, ever since you're growing up, since you're a teenager, you have to be, tough and you have to jog and everything, or you can just wake up and go be a boxer. Is it that easy?
ना इतना इजी नहीं है जो लोग समझते हैं कि इतना इजी है। देखने वालों के लिए तो बिल्कुल ही इजीली होगा। जो चैलेंज एक्सेप्ट कर रहा होगा, वो जो ट्रेन कर रहा होगा, वो अपने सारी चीज़ें फोकस एक तरफ ही रखेगा, क्योंकि उसको वो अचीव करना है। अभी देखो मैंने वर्ल्ड में और एशिया में अपना एक नाम बनाया है, और एमेचर में भी अल्लाह ताला ने इज्जत दिया मुझे।
Mashallah, and we're so proud of you.
एमेचर और अभी मैं प्रोफेशनल में हूँ, अल्लाह ताला ने इज्जत दिया। मैंने इंटरनेशनल फाइट के लिए जब से तंजानिया के साथ मेरा फाइट था, उसकी इस वक्त बाउट थी तकरीबन 46, मेरा प्रोफेशनल में दूसरा बाउट था।
Okay.
काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस था वो प्रोफेशनल में उसका, और माशाल्लाह वो WBC भी खेल चुका है, IBF भी खेल चुका है, वर्ल्ड टाइटल भी खेल चुका है। मेरा तो फर्स्ट टाइम
तो मुझे तो यही लगा कि ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आपका एक्सपीरियंस आपने अपने गली मोहल्लों में भी किया हो बहुत ज्यादा, बच्चे पीट दिए किसी के, खाला आ रही है रोती भी है।
एक्चुअली ये मुझे गॉड गिफ्टेड मिला है,
माशाल्लाह,
क्योंकि मेरे बैकग्राउंड से मैं ही बॉक्सर हूँ, और मेरे दादा, मेरे
माशाल्लाह।
वालिद साहब, और मेरे चाचा, मेरे नाना, ताया, सारे बॉक्सर। अभी मेरे जितने छोटे भाई कजन्स वगैरह हैं सारे वो बॉक्सर हैं।
वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस।
What about you? आपको सिलेक्शन से कितना टाइम पहले से आपने ट्रेनिंग शुरू कर दी थी?
मुझे गेम में आए हुए तकरीबन 5 साल हो गए, ठीक हो गया।
सही।
और ये मैंने आपको जैसे पहले बताया कि मेरे वालिद साहब का मुझसे ज़्यादा शौक है कि मैं वर्ल्ड चैम्पियन बनूं। तो जैसा कि नाजिब भाई ने बताया, इनकी तो फैमिली बिलोंग करती है बॉक्सिंग से, इनके दादा अबू भी बॉक्सर, इनके कजन भी बॉक्सर।
मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि हमारे दादा अब्बू और सब बॉक्सर होंगे, उस बच्चे को फैंटी कैसी पड़ती होगी, मुक्के ही पड़ते होंगे बेचारे।
Then mom comes to the rescue.
हमारी फैमिली से कोई बॉक्सर नहीं है, लेकिन पहले वसाइल नहीं थे। मेरे वालिद साहब, हम लोग गाँव के रहने वाले लोग हैं, तो उनके पास वसाइल नहीं थे, उनके वालिदैन उनको नहीं दे सके, लेकिन उनको मुझसे ज़्यादा शौक था। कहते हैं जब हम तुम जैसे होते थे तो तुमसे ज़्यादा जान होती थी और तुमसे ज़्यादा शौक होता था इस चीज़ का, लेकिन उस टाइम हमारे पास वसाइल नहीं थे, हम आगे नहीं जा सके। लेकिन अब तुम्हारी बार, मैं हूँ तुम्हारे साथ, तुम्हारे साथ खड़ा हूँ, तुमने इंशाल्लाह तुम बनोगे। उन्होंने जब मैं गेम में आया था तो उस टाइम मतलब मुझे शौक नहीं था, मतलब मैंने भी बॉक्सिंग नाम सुना हुआ था, सिर्फ टीवी पे फाइट्स वगैरह देखते थे। तो जो वालिद साहब थे मेरे, उनको बहुत शौक था, और मेरा जो हाथ है ये शुरू से ही सख्त है, ठीक हो गया। इस हाथ की वजह से मैं आज बॉक्सिंग में आया हूँ, इस हाथ की वजह से। मुझे जिसके अगर मैं सलाम भी करूँ ना तो वो कहते हैं माशाल्लाह कितना सख्त हाथ है।
भाई मेरे तो हाथ शुरू से नरम है, ठीक है। मुझे हर कोई कहता है कि यार आप बॉक्सर लगते नहीं हो।
और तो ये बात है कि मैं तकरीबन 5 साल हो गए बॉक्सिंग में आए हुए और मेरा अभी बॉक्सिंग प्रोफेशनल बॉक्सिंग में रिकॉर्ड 3-1 है।
Wow.
3 मैंने विन किए, 1 लूज़ की है।
Nice,
और
very nice.
नादिर भाई का बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है। अभी इन्होंने बात की वही कि इनका जब तंजानिया का वो टाइटल की फ़ाइट हुई थी तो उसकी 46 बाउट थी और इनकी 1 बाउट थी। तो यही बात है, अभी इनकी एक्सपीरियंस मुझसे बहुत ज़्यादा है,
Yeah.
लेकिन मैं पुरुम्मीद हूँ। मुझे इस
Okay,
टाइम
that's great.
Okay,
I
that's
love your
great, and that's
spirits.
great. I mean, we cannot say it otherwise as well, but you know, best of luck to both of you, and may the best win as well.
Yeah.
But you know, there's this. I don't know how to say it, but I think that you know, for every player or for every boxer to go into the ring, they have this fear probably or insecurity kind of thing while you are actually opposing somebody who's ranked so high in the world, you know. And first things first, now that you know, the only thing which I wanted to ask you was, why did you even accept his challenge when you knew that you know he's not probably onto that level where he should be competing with you?
Because I'm trying to best for my ranking.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't want down my ranking. I really continue to fight, one day I will
So
be
you want more fights to be won by you?
one by
Oh,
one.
so the wins keep adding to the ranking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I'm win this fight, मेरा अपडेट हो जाएगा उसमें
Okay.
रैंकिंग वगैरह।
And if Sikandar wins, so you'll be on the 148th rank all of a sudden?
बिल्कुल ऐसे ही है।
Okay.
Oh.
ब्रदर की रैंकिंग है वो
पर
इनके
लग
2
नहीं रहा
स्टार्स है।
नादिर की बॉडी लैंग्वेज से कि वो जीतने देगा।
नहीं,
पता नहीं
ऐसा
क्यों।
बॉडी रैंकिंग पंच किसी का
अल्लाह
नहीं
खैर
होता,
करेगा, या,
पंच किसी का नहीं होता
बॉक्सिंग में
में।
ऐसा है कि मैं शुरू से अपने कज़नों के साथ बॉक्सिंग करता हुआ आ रहा हूँ।
Okay.
क्योंकि घर में हम एक साथ होते थे और रिंग में आते थे, दुश्मन बन जाते थे। हम यहाँ से पढ़ रहा है, कोई यहाँ से पढ़ रहा है, कोई यहाँ से पढ़ रहा है, किसी का नाक पढ़ रहा है, इस तरह हमारे भी पढ़ते थे। तो घर वाले तो सारे कंफ्यूज हो जाते थे, यार आपस में आप लोग कैसे, मतलब रिंग में हम दुश्मन हैं, बाहर भाई हैं, रिंग में हम दुश्मन हैं, अभी यहाँ बैठे हैं हम
Bye, yeah. Beautifully said.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was
Now,
a
Kaleem,
beautiful thing. to
let's
say.
talk about these. I mean, we have so many of these over here. Tell us all about them.
This is UBO title. In
Can you hold
2007.
it? Can one of you hold it up?
This is international title. Nadir win in 2017.
Wow.
And this is a PPBF title. He win in 30th November 2017,
Okay.
and still he is the champion.
Wow.
He played 6 fights, but now he continue to maintain this.
Wow. That is
And
absolutely great.
these was
Yeah.
for Bilal. Next in he
Yeah,
come, I will tell you everything about.
I think that's great. So these 2 belts, ladies and gentlemen, belong to other boxers as well. I think it's about time that we move on to them as well. But thank you very much, Nadir, for being with us. Thank you very much for you to be with us as well. And we'll definitely talk about the challenges they face as promoters and as the only federation working for boxing over here in Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen. So best of luck for your fight. It's on the 12th of April in Barrier Town,
Hamid
Islamabad.
Marki, Islamabad, yes.
Hamid Margi, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to join us because we, well, I've actually got free tickets to that. We can give them to you, but for that, I think you'll have to write to us on our Facebook page, which we'll share with you guys towards the end of the show. Time now to move on to the other boxers who are actually waiting for us.
So let's head out to a very short break. Stay tuned. Good morning.
Yeah.
Sarangi is a bowed, short-necked string instrument from subcontinent, which is used in Pakistani classical music. Its flexible tunability and its ability to produce a large palette of tonal color and emotional nuance makes it unique. Carved from a single block of wood, the sarangi has a box-like shape with 3 hollow chambers called stomach, chest and brain. It's usually around 2 feet long and around 6 inches wide. It has 3 melody strings and 11 to 37 sympathetically vibrating metal strings.
Magla Hills, the heaven of Islamabad. The abode of God, a place where you can explore your soul and meet power of natural elegance of mountains. Spread over an area of 12,605 hectares, the Magla Range, the foothills of Himalayas, are youngest hills with an age of 5,000 years old. Magla Hills are home to around 600 plant species, 250 bird varieties, 38 mammals, and 13 species of reptiles. Magla Range is characterized by many valleys, scenic spots, and beautiful water streams, especially in the monsoon months. Famous for their tranquil environment and lush green natural splendor, Magla Hills are a particular source of pride, harmony, and spiritual solace. For the residents of Islamabad, many of whom make it a weekly ritual to scale the various trails to Damaneko and Pir Suhawa. Magla Hills send off its visitors with lasting trail of memories to relish in solitude and provide an escape from the relentless rhythm of life.
Welcome back to World This Morning with Shahzad Khan and Shizza Hashmi. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've been talking about and promoting this super interesting sport called boxing, and we had some players over here as well. One of them happens to be a world champion, right? And now we have replaced them with other players, not players, boxers. Why am I even saying players? So now, without further ado, we shall be introducing them to you because we need them to demonstrate some moves as well.
Exactly. So on my right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, we've been joined by Mohammed Bilal. He's a boxer himself. Hello, Bilal. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much for joining us alongside Mohammed Bilal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by somebody who actually, I feel or I think that he's about to fight right now as well. He's none other than Mr. Ali Dad. He's a boxer himself. Hello, assalamu alaikum. कैसे हैं आप ठीक हैं? Thank you very much for joining us. And last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by Jawad Hassan as well. Hello, Jawad. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you guys as well. So I think Kaleem Saab, let us know what Bilal is doing, what is Ali doing, and what is Jawad doing as well.
Bilal is the right now lightweight champion in
Wow.
PPBF, Pakistan Professional Boxing Federation.
Very nice.
And Ali Dad and Jawad is playing for the international title on 12th.
Okay.
So both are the top ranking boxers, and I think so.
But who's going to defend this title? There has
no,
to
no,
be a
no,
winner.
no. Nobody defend this.
Okay.
This is the first fight for
Okay, so
this
this
title.
this is the first fight for this title.
Yes. This is sanctioned by Pakistan Professional Boxing Federation,
Yeah.
and we arranged this for this boxer to because they are the top ranking and they are qualified for this title.
I think that's great as well. So Jawad, do you think that you can probably throw a lot of punches onto Ali Dad's face as well? I mean, if that's how it is.
Inshallah, sir.
Inshallah. Okay, within the ring, and Nadir said it very beautifully as well. That outside the ring we are brothers, and inside the ring we are enemies. Okay, that's great as well.
So now, before we do move on to them demonstrating the steps, Kaleem Sahab, I need to talk about how boxing is not getting enough attention because the players themselves feel it is because of lack of understanding among the people over here as well, among the authorities, and also lack of sponsorship.
I will tell you. Actually, we doesn't have any sport.
Yeah.
Most of the time we are very worried about because we have no funds.
Yeah.
So we want to arrange the fights. This is the 12th fight on 12th.
Right.
So we cannot pay the fee for ring. In Islamabad, I must be thanked to Mr. Daud, Amir Khan Academy head coach. He was very helping all the time. He gave me the ring for this event. Also, this is the main issues. Sometimes we cannot able to pay the boxers because we have not fund.
You don't have sponsorships.
So these are the their ability, and they want to get something. So that's why they want to play. They doesn't need any money because if we get the sponsors, this could be very appreciating for them.
Absolutely. Even if they don't need money, I mean, there has to be an incentive for appreciation. You very rightly said, of course.
Definitely. Actually, I am adding little bit words. This is a professional boxing, and this is the business.
Right.
So professional boxing, the first concept is the fight for money.
Yeah.
So that's why they have right to fight for the money.
Why not?
So I from this platform, I must be request for Imran Khan, our president. So
Prime
please
Minister, yes.
just little bit help us for the ring on all over the Pakistan. Allow us to use the.
And we are definitely here to support you guys as well. I think we are definitely going to look after as much as we can. But before we wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, आप सबसे एक सवाल है कि आप किस बॉक्सर को बहुत पसंद करते हैं और किसकी टेक्निक सीखते हैं? बिलाल भाई आपसे शुरू करते हैं.
मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा जो पसंद आया है वो है माइक टायसन, और अभी जो चल रहे हैं वो है मेरे ही वेट में है, वर्ल्ड चैंपियन है, लोमाचेंको नाम है उनका, और वो हैं यूक्रेन के.
वो आपको पसंद है?
हाँ जी, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
अली दाद.
मेरा जो पसंदीदा बॉक्सर है वो तो greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad, of course.
Yeah,
His alias also Ali.
Okay. Yeah.
And now Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. But there's this one thing. I mean, whenever you see a Floyd Mayweather fight, it is very boring because his technique is very defensive.
Yeah.
He doesn't tire himself. He's just walking around the ring, let the other person throw the punches and whatnot. But that's great as well. Jawad, what about you?
सर मैंने ट्रिपल जी को देख के बॉक्सिंग स्टार्ट की थी.
सही.
ट्रिपल जी है, फिर उसके बाद अभी जो ज़्यादातर मैं फॉलो कर रहा हूँ लोमाचेंको की टेक्निक को मैं फॉलो कर रहा हूँ.
Wow, that's great. So best of luck to you guys. Thank you very much for joining us. It was wonderful to have you. Thank you very much, Kaleem Sahab, as well. And best of luck. और अल्लाह हम सब की सारी मुश्किलात को आसान करे. Ameen. So Ameen. And for everybody who's out there, I think everybody needs to play a role in promoting a sport. I mean, we have had so many philanthropists as well over here on the show, and I think that probably this money can actually be very amazing for these people, and they're going to bring back pride, which is going to be for Pakistan. Let's all cherish these sportsmen, and I think that we really need to join our hands together to promote them.
Absolutely, I do agree. So if there's anything you need to write to us, write on a Facebook page with the name of
World This Morning.
On Twitter.
World This Morning without a G.
Daily Motion on YouTube.
World This Morning, World This Morning.
And the repeat is going to be at
5 past 11 p.m. tonight. Till the next time, 1, 2, 3.
Good morning.
Thank you all.